It's game time.
It's that time again as we get ready for basketball here tonight in the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. It's Lady Eagles basketball between the Pensacola Christian College Eagles and the visitors from Southeastern Baptist College. Going to be the first conference tilt of the game. I'm joined tonight by Nathaniel Penley. Nathaniel, a good contest tonight against a talented region opponent, that first region game of the year. Looking forward to a good one here in the Nest.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be back here, and I am definitely looking forward to this game.
We're going to take a chance now to meet our Lady Eagles, and then we'll be back and interview with head coach Jared Sellers as we get ready for game time in just under 7.5 minutes. And we're back here inside the Nest. I'm joined by Eagles head coach Jared Sellers before this one. Coach, first conference tilt of the season against Southeastern today. What are you expecting out of the Lady Chargers in this one?
Well, they have a new coach. Coach Gibson's a great coach, and I've watched them play a couple times. They really get after it defensively. They change up. They give you some man. They give you 2 or 3 looks in their zone, and they like to throw pressure. So their defense kind of creates their offense for them. And so we're going to have to take care of the ball tonight. And if they're able to turn us over and we're not able to get in our stuff, then it's going to be a really good game tonight.
Coach, it was a great switch in the third quarter late in that game last week against Ave Maria. You go from the man defense into the zone, and that really is what ended up propelling you guys on to victory. What are we looking at tonight on defense?
Well, you'll probably see a little bit of everything. Southeastern does have some newer players we're not real familiar with, so we'll be starting out probably in our typical man, and if we need to drop back in zone because we're not being very effective, then we'll try that out a little bit. It really helped us against Ave. Ave Maria's great, and we were really fortunate they missed some shots inside. We had to because Rowe was killing us inside, so we had to go back to that zone, and it really proved good for us. But hopefully tonight our man's a little more effective.
If you're a Lady Eagles fan out there, you're used to a very fast-paced game, a lot of shots. I know that's something you like to do, but that first game of the year didn't see as many shots from behind the three-point arc, Coach. Is that something that you guys are intentionally trying to do early on in this season?
Not really. I think it just goes to our personnel this year. We're driving the ball a lot better, and we have a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, and we don't just rely on the three-point ball, which is great. I mean, we're 5 for 20 the other day. I really would like to shoot the ball better than that. I think tonight, if we see a lot of zone, we probably will get 25 or 33s up. But we still hit our number of shots we wanted. We wanted to get about 70 attempts the other night against Ave Maria, and we did. And so I'm looking forward to doing that again. But we're probably not going to shoot as many threes as we did last year. I mean, Caitlin Benedict played for us last year. She was good for about 8 or 9 three
That's
pulls
true.
a game.
Absolutely.
So, and then Emma was always good for about 6 or 7 pick and pop threes. So we don't have those two in there, and our newer players in their roles are just driving the ball.
You got some strong guard play the other night. Leah Phelps, a great first half, but not much of a second half. Hope Baker playing well as well. I mean, ultimately, you've got 5 guards out there, but those 2 are going to do the lion's share of the work from the point guard position.
They are, and probably that second half, it might be my fault with Leah. You know, we just kind of let the ball go away from her and weren't really forcing it and calling some good sets to get her the ball. And that's where I got to do a little bit better job of how she was just killing in the first half. We got to put the ball in her hands more in the second half. And actually, Hope's been playing a lot better. She really didn't have a great game the other day. I mean, she played well and played hard, but she's been offensively more efficient, and really looking for her to play well tonight. She usually plays really well and really strong in these kind of games, and I really expect a good one from her.
Coach, always a pleasure before these ones. Best of luck in this one. Let's go get 2.
Thank you.
Back here inside the nest as we watch these 2 teams continue to warm up, joined by my analyst tonight, Nathaniel Penley, a former Eagles basketball player. He did the game with me the other night, did a great job. Nathaniel, looking forward to a good contest tonight. We saw the Lady Eagles go to that zone late in the game last time, and that really proved to be the difference maker.
And I think Coach is actually hoping to stay in that zone, at least to start this game. They have the Chargers have a really nice post player, number 21. You'll see her out there. That's Cardrina Nolan. She's a nice, I think she's a right-handed player. I think she shoots her free throws right-handed, but she has a nice left hand, nice soft touch around the rim, and the Chargers are really going to look to get her the ball inside.
Eagles knocked off NAIA Ave Maria in their last contest. Nathaniel, first time beating an NAIA school in program history. How do you follow that up tonight?
I think you come out and you do the same things that you did well last game. I think on the break, they use the break well, which you can expect from the 5 starters that are starting for us tonight.
Quick prediction before this one. How you feeling?
I think we're looking pretty good. I think we pull away with a 12-point win.
You heard it there, a 12-point victory in the cards for the Lady Eagles tonight. We're going to throw it back to the court. Starting lineups, prayer, national anthem, and then we'll be back with the tip in just a few moments.
Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer. We thank you, Lord, for this day, and we thank you for the gift of health. We pray for the safety of the players, and may everything be done bring you glory. In Christ Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Southeastern Baptist College, number 1, Gabrielle Brandley. Number 4, Diamond Rayford. Number 15, Brianna Holcomb. Number 21, Cardrina Nolan. Number 24, Tamisha Gray. Southeastern is led by Coach Darnell Gibson. And now your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Starting tonight for the Lady Eagles, a junior from Athens, Tennessee, number 2, Sandy McElhaney. A junior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 5, Lauren Alvarez. The senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 12, Hope Baker. A freshman from Mendenhall, Mississippi, number 13, Alyssa Brewer. A sophomore from Louisville, Texas, number 23, Leah Phelps. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Jared Sellers, with assistant coach Heather Sellers and Adrienne Wilson. Officiating for tonight's game is Alicia Lynch, Chip Bowes, and Rodney Taylor.
All the formalities are over here in the nest. All that's left to do, play basketball. The starting lineups for Southeastern Baptist College, it's number 1, the freshman Gabrielle Brandley. Number 4, Diamond Rayford. Number 15, Brianna Holcomb. Number 21, Cardrina Nolan. And rounding out the starting 5 for head coach Darnell Gibson. He's got some of the best shoe game in the business. Number 24, Tamisha Gray. And for the Lady Eagles, the same lineup we had the other night. It's 5'10", Sandy McElhaney wearing number 2. Lauren Alvarez, she's going to play in the post. Hope Baker playing guard. Alyssa Brewer and Leah Phelps rounding out this guard-heavy lineup for the Lady Eagles. Southeastern wins the tip, and we're underway. Southeastern with the basketball first. They played a game the other night against Trinity College, winning that one by 20. They get the early shot, rebounded by Alvarez. Brewer hard to the cup, missed it. That was Nolan who came down with the rebound.
You see the Eagles are down, starting in a man, but definitely helping against that post player.
Gray threw that one up, battle for the rebound. Won by Gray. She goes at McElhaney. That shot is good. First points of the ball game for the visitors.
Nice controlled floater right there by Gray.
Baker brings it across the center line.
Now you see the Chargers are dropping down into it. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone.
Baker trying to bust that zone. Threw it off the glass too hard, but got her own. Here's McElhaney from the top. The three-pointer just misses.
2 offensive rebounds to start the game here by the Lady Eagles.
This time McElhaney drives, gives it off to Alvarez.
As well as 3 missed layups already by the Eagles.
Brandley gets called for stepping on the sideline. Lady Eagles take over. Southeastern, they've struggled with the turnovers this season. 23.5 turnovers in their 2 games this season. Brewer looking for Phelps in the corner. Long football pass to Brewer. The three-pointer just misses. Nathaniel, it seems like there's been a lid on the basket early on tonight for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, so far we've had, I think, 3 layups. All of them have been contested so far. But I think the way that they'll beat this zone is nice quick passes, keep swinging it. They have been swinging it well already. Eventually they'll start hitting these shots. They're just cold to start.
We've seen those missed layups. I joked with Lauren Alvarez prior to the game. She played the other night against Ave Maria, didn't take a single free throw. And for a player like her who likes to drive, that is not normal. The Lady Eagles need to do a better job at drawing contact on those drives.
Yeah, that's a very surprising stat as another missed layup here. by Lauren, but I think you're going to expect her to get to the line a couple times this game.
First foul on Alvarez. Rayford bringing it across the center line. Lady Eagles in the man, the three-pointer on the way. Brianna Holcomb knocking it down, and Southeastern with an early 5-0 advantage.
And the Chargers not really known for their three-point ball. They're a very athletic team, like to take a lot of layups.
McElhaney, what a move. Let's see that one again.
What a nice controlled Euro step by McElhaney as she's been practicing those. See it here, nice fake, nice little Euro here, and a nice finish also.
And now on the other end, coming out of the replay, Baker causing a jump ball. McElhaney getting the scoring started for the Lady Eagles in this one, and Baker with a good defensive play on this end.
Baker's been huge for us defensively, as she was last year. This year starting off good. Last game she took, I believe, 4 charges. Good start to this game.
Alvarez, the long pass to McElhaney. McElhaney tried to get it to Baker there, but that pass just a bit off kilter.
If you're the Eagles, you're looking for a nice, simple pass. There's no need to make a hard pass. You're going to want to swing the ball, make good passes, make the defense work.
The Eagles still in that man defense. Gray guarded by Alvarez. Gray, her shot misses. And McElhaney, one of the better rebounding guards in the country, came down with it. Alvarez's three-pointer rims out.
2 threes, both threes by the Eagles, rimming in and out.
Rayford gets the play call. They haven't really gotten Nolan into the offense yet. She had 21 points the other night against Trinity College. Nolan's first layup misses.
You'll see that all game by Nolan. She's going to go to her left.
Alvarez, another heave. And Alvarez can't find the bottom of the basket early on tonight.
I think that might come from those missed layups. So I think if they keep working the ball, work for a good shot, those threes will come.
Southeastern, we've seen them do this in the first couple possessions. A long three-pointer on the way. No good, battle for it, and Alvarez came away with it.
Nice job by McElhaney down low, sealing 21 Nolan.
The shovel pass now deflected out off the hands of Phelps. And we're going to see our first substitution for Southeastern. It's Zaya Theory coming in, and Wolford and Aiken coming in for the Lady Eagles as head coach Jared Sellers looks to shake it up after a stagnant first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think he's hoping for Jenna to come in off the bench, maybe provide a spark offensively, and then Aiken down low. She's a good defender, very active down low.
Southeastern, some good ball movement. Aiken got her hands on it. Nearly caused a turnover. Fed inside, and the Lady Eagles get it. But give it right back. Jump ball, and this time going to be in favor of the Lady Chargers. Taking care of the basketball, definitely a point of emphasis for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, so far they haven't been able to do that well. But you saw Aiken right off the bench doing what coach wants her to do, causing some deflections on defense.
Theory guarded by McElhaney as we come across the midcourt line. Some more active hands from the Lady Eagles. It was Aiken again. Aiken really hasn't made a difference in the first couple of games. She had 4 points the other night against Ave Maria, but we saw her play a difference-maker role as a freshman last year, and so far just hasn't been able to get it going with a good couple deflections early on. Maybe tonight's the night. Blocking foul as Wolford drew it. First foul on her, second on the Lady Eagles here in the first.
That's a tough call. Good play by Wolford. I didn't see who it was driving, but she seemed a little out of control. But, yeah, you said Aiken hasn't had the greatest start to the season, but she's going to be a big player. If she can get going, maybe this will be the game.
Fed inside. Holcomb got Brewer up in the air, drew the foul, and going to head to the free throw line. Foul on Alyssa Brewer. A good job there by Holcomb. Good spin move. She got Brewer up in the air, and that's what caused Brewer to have to foul.
Yeah, and that's just simple defense right there. You got to stay on the ground, not get up in the air.
Holcomb at the free throw line this season, hasn't shot one yet. First free throw upcoming of the season for Brianna Holcomb, and she hits it. 4 early points out of the sophomore guard from Jackson, Mississippi. Hits them both. Southeastern with an early 5-point advantage, the second time they've gotten to 5 in the contest. Good foul called there. First foul on number 15, Brianna Holcomb.
And this is a surprisingly slow start for the Eagles, as they're usually getting up and down the court, getting some nice, easy, fast break points. They just haven't been able to do that early in this game.
Phelps got the corner, drives at the hoop, finish off the glass. Leah Phelps, we saw her do that the other night against Ave Maria. Went silent in that second half, but a huge first half out of Phelps last week.
Yeah, you saw that the entire first half. She was able to do anything she wanted to get into the basket. Let's see if she can pick up, just like she did, keep that going throughout this game.
Stripped there, and here come the Lady Eagles. Wolford ahead of the pack to Brewer, off the glass, and we're back within 1.
There's something coach has been looking for, is that transition offense that's been so vital for us these first couple games.
Lady Eagles were down by 5, 2 quick layups. We're back within 1. Timeout on the court. We'll take a break. And we're back here. You saw that replay right before we went to the break. Let's see it again.
Nice job there by Wolford, coming in off the bench, creating that fast break. That's another deflection here.
Brewer getting her hands all over this ball game. She picks up a steal, and the foul called on Southeastern, their second of the game. 2 fouls early on Brianna Holcomb. She's got 5 in the contest. She's been in foul trouble this season before. That game against Trinity College the other night, fouling out only 3 points. She sits now with those 2 fouls here in the first quarter. McElhaney got around her man, throws the shot up, and Sandy McElhaney with an early 4 for the Lady Eagles as they take the lead for the first time.
You might have seen the Chargers come out in a 2-3 zone right out of that timeout, and the Eagles were able to beat that with a couple quick passes and then a nice shot by Sandy.
McElhaney got her hands on that. Spin move there by Nolan, missed it. Bullies her way to a rebound, now draws the foul. And Nolan gonna head to the free throw line. Foul going on Wolford. Wolford's second foul now
Coming in for your Eagles,
in the
number
first
5,
quarter.
Alvarez, and number 23, Leah Phelps.
Something the Eagles have done well so far this game is offensive rebounds. You saw that first possession, we got 2 offensive rebounds. Not so good defensively.
Nolan hitting the second free throw. We're back tied at 8. Here's Phelps now working on Brandley. Alvarez drives, looking for her first points, and she gets it.
Chargers back into a 1-2-2, and again, just making the defense work, and they're able to get an open lane, and now they're able to finish unlike they were able to at the start of the game.
Fed inside, Brandley's pull-up jumper no good. Alvarez chasing down the long rebound. Pass ahead, taken away. That's a two-pointer. But it doesn't go down for Gray. Fast-paced start here early on, Nathaniel. Inside, back outside. Aiken's three-pointer, nothing but net.
Aiken feeling it now, looking confident stepping into that jumper.
Aiken, her career high 4 points. She gets herself one away with that three-pointer right there. 13-8. Lady Eagles up by 5, their largest lead of the ball game.
I think some of that confidence is coming from the defensive end. As soon as she subbed in, she's able to get her hands on the ball a little bit.
Gray drives and a travel call behind the play.
Nice job by the Eagles. 3 defensive stops in a row. The first one coming from Alvarez crashing, getting that defensive rebound, and the second one, Aiken boxing out, getting that rebound, and here we calls a turnover.
Diamond Rapin back in for the Lady Chargers, and Nature Hall making her debut in this contest. 4 fouls on the Lady Eagles, 2 on the visitors. Fed inside, Alvarez feeling it, though missing the jumper from the short corner. Rayford got in deep. Alvarez grabbed the rebound but walks after running into the Southeastern player. She seemed a little flustered early on in this game, Lauren Alvarez.
Yeah, that was just a tough play right there. You get the rebound, you're wanting to go right away. You turn around and bam, there's a defender. You don't have time to dribble.
13-8 as the Lady Eagles lead by 5. Nolan to the hoop. Missed it. And Aiken with a strong rebound. McElhaney ahead of the pack looking for Baker. Not how they drew it up, but it works nonetheless. Aiken off the glass, no good. Nathaniel, some miscommunication there between the 2 teammates for Southeastern leading to that travel call.
Yeah, you didn't see any Eagles anywhere close to them. Both just looking for that rebound. But a great rebound down here defensively for Aiken, and she's been a factor already.
Baker left open from behind the three-point line. That one looked good the whole way, but just misses off the front iron. Gray pull-up jumper, missed it. Oh, what a play there. Avery Cotton kept that one alive for the Chargers. Cotton keeps it alive again. 2 offensive rebounds off the bench. Nolan working hard inside, and we're going to get a foul call.
And if you're a coach, you're wanting your players to pull down some defensive rebound. Carissa able to get one before, not able to get one there, but you're looking for some more players, some guards to come in and get some of those rebounds, take them away from Nolan.
Foul on McElhaney in the act of shooting, and that'll put Nolan at the free throw line. She's got 1 in the contest, a free throw earlier. Missing the second one. Nolan on the season, a cool just under 60% from the free throw line, 1 for 2 so far in the contest tonight. About a 9-second difference between shot and game clock. Nolan hitting the second one to make it a 4-point game. Nathaniel might be a great place here to go 2 for 1. Long pass, here's McElhaney, the three-pointer. In and out, but the Lady Eagles come away with it. The shot clock should have reset. Baseline out of bounds play with McElhaney to do the honors. McElhaney from the corner hits it. Sandra McElhaney was 7 here in the first quarter, and the Lady Eagles up by 7.
And we'll take the 3, big 3. Not exactly the play you're looking for. Now you're giving the Chargers a chance.
Foul called. It's on Brewer. That'll be her second. Wolford and Brewer both in some early foul trouble with 2.
And that's something that you really not wanting to do when you're taking a shot that early, giving the Chargers 10 seconds to come and do something, whether they score or, as you see, Brewer pick up her second.
Gray hits the free throw. She's got 3 in the contest. You've really seen Tamisha Gray in this game try to make things happen on offense, taking a lot of shots here early on.
Yeah, she's been very aggressive, and you haven't really seen it from many other players besides Nolan inside.
Alvarez, that half-court heave coming up short, and that'll take us to the break here at the end of the first quarter. Lady Eagles lead this one by 5. We're going to throw it back for some commercials.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer, and over a dozen courses, choose to lighten your college load and on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule. A perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
It's a 5-point Lady Eagle lead as we get ready for quarter number 2. Nathaniel, Lady Eagles playing well there. They found some offense late. It was Sandra McElhaney with 7 that led to the Lady Eagles coming back and retaking the lead in that first quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned them coming on strong late as we only scored 2 points with over 5 minutes played in the first quarter. But I think it was the bench that really sparked some things. You saw Jenna come in, spark a couple of fast breaks. You saw Carissa get active on the defensive end. And then Sandy come on strong, hitting a 3, making some other nice plays, driving in and finishing.
Nathaniel, not as much depth out of this Lady Eagles team, so it hurts when players like Alyssa Brewer, Jenna Wolford, each with 2 fouls there in the first. How do you manage that if you're head coach Jared Sellers here in the second?
Yeah, you mentioned that is going to be really tough. So you're really, really hoping they're not picking up anything. Otherwise, you will have to go look for somebody on your bench.
Brewer out on the court as head coach Jared Sellers shows some faith and trust in his freshman. Baker tried to force that pass, and it led to a turnover. Here's Gray the other way. Pull-up jumper, no good, and Alvarez came away with it. Brewer ahead of the pack. Lays it up off the glass, the right-handed finish.
That's something that you really want to see out of Lauren, is getting big on those defensive rebounds and then looking to push, just like she did.
It's not very often you have a player Alvarez's size who plays the 5, but that's exactly what you see out of this Lady Eagles team. A travel called right there. That could have been dangerous. It was almost Alvarez's second.
But as it turns out, another good play by Alvarez, causing another turnover, or causing a turnover.
18-11. Lady Eagles, McElhaney leading the way with 7. She leads all scorers. Brewer with 4, Aiken with 3. Baker nearly walked. Foul called this time. Foul on Zaya Theory, her first of the contest. Nathaniel, the other night against Trinity College, Southeastern with 3 players fouling out in that contest. So they got in some foul trouble in that game, still able to come away victorious, but against the Lady Eagles team, has a little bit deeper bench than the Tigers. They've got to be careful here early on. Alvarez to the cup. She needed that one. Lauren Alvarez with 4 after the slow start.
Great to see Alvarez coming on strong on the offensive end, just like she is on the defensive end.
Theory stripped by Phelps, and here come the Lady Eagles. Phelps hard to the cup, draws the contact, and Leah Phelps going to head to the free throw line.
Phelps, smart play, going into Gray, lowering her shoulder to get her off her, and just draw some contact.
Foul on Tamisha Gray, her first. Check that, may have been on Cotton. Phelps at the free throw line, hits the first. Leah Phelps, she was 1 for 2 from the free throw line entering this game, hitting her first, and the Lady Eagles get their first double-digit lead of the contest. Make it 2 for 2 for Phelps. The Lady Eagles lead by 11.
As you see the Eagles now into a press.
Gray broke that press, but has it stripped after McElhaney with the active hands. Alvarez the other way, threw it up and out off the hands of Gray. Nathaniel, you'd really like to see Alvarez finish that one right there.
Yeah, and it was a great job by the Eagles getting back to stopping that fast break.
Lady Eagles in that diamond press. A nice runner there, though, by Brandley to pick up her first points of the contest. Given to McElhaney. Three-pointer. Nothing but net. McElhaney with an early 10. Nathaniel, she's been hot from back behind that three-point arc in this one. She's got 2 already.
It's great to see her do something besides the fourth quarter like she did last game. As another miss by Nolan. 2 misses now by Nolan.
Up ahead, Baker cherry picking. The layup. Hope Baker with 2, and the Lady Eagles pulling away up by 14. Let's see that pass again.
You saw a little flip-flop there of rolls as usually Baker throwing it up to Phelps for the layup. But it's a little different here with Phelps throwing all the way up to Baker as she's waiting for the ball.
We see that pass ahead. Phelps was looking for Baker. Nice jump stop right there. Easy finish. Lady Eagles up by 14 as we head to a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Lady Eagles out of the timeout, leading by 14. Nathaniel down by 5 early on in this contest, but behind the shooting of McElhaney, they've been able to stretch it to 14.
Yeah, I was in the middle of saying it was great. It was great to see her get going early on. Last game, she wasn't able to get going early. Came on really strong in the fourth quarter to bring us back or to grow the lead, but it's great to see her. She's going 4-6 from the field, 2 field goals, 2 3-pointers.
I digged on McElhaney a little bit prior to this game. I said, you going to show up prior to the third quarter in this one? She's done it already. I guess I need to do that a few more times. Lady Eagles up by 14, looking for more. Here's Phelps from the corner. Three-pointer just off the mark. Gray on the other end. Check that. That was Rayford, but the bank was open. She gets 2 the hard way.
Rayford might have gotten just a little lucky there with the bank, but if you're the Eagles, you got to step up sooner in that transition.
Phelps left wide open this time. Here's Baker from the corner. Her three-pointer in and out.
Nice ball movement by the Eagles, swinging it back and forth. The Chargers defense looking a little tired now, just a missed 3.
The Chargers missing star player Desiree Moore in this one. She had 15 the other night against Trinity, but missing this contest, and that loss looming large.
Nice drive and finish there by Diamond Rayford.
Alvarez hard to the cup, and she's got 6. Working on yet another one of those double-doubles that we've become so accustomed to seeing out of Lauren Alvarez. Here's a three-pointer. That one is good as Brianna Holcomb finds the bottom of the basket. She's got 8 in the early going.
The offense coming easy for both teams now. Maybe the defense being a little laxed.
Brewer trying to fight through and able to draw the foul call. That's on Holcomb, her 3rd. She's got 8 points in the contest, but now has to exit after picking up the 3 early fouls. She fouled out the other night, and it's some major foul trouble for head coach Darnell Gibson, who's in his first season at the helm of the Lady Chargers.
And it looks like Coach Sellers has done his scouting, knowing that the Chargers get in foul trouble a lot, telling his girls to be aggressive.
Aiken finishes it, and that's a career high. 5 points in the early going for Carissa Aiken. Aiken, you saw her hit that three-pointer earlier, the hard-fought two right there to give her those 5. Some more good defense out of the sophomore. Aiken threw it up, Wolford, the recipient, and Jenna Wolford with 2.
Even though she had that missed layup right there, Aiken's really looking like the player that coach was hoping that she'd be coming off of her freshman year.
Lady Eagles, not quite as much depth on this bench this season. They really need players like Wolford and Aiken to step up to help stretch this team out and have more players off the bench, which is something you've grown accustomed to seeing out of a head coach Jared Sellers' team. Phelps does a lot of the duties as point guard with Baker out. Ooh, nifty move. Wolford, a long two-pointer, and she hits it. You couldn't have gone much farther back and still had a two-pointer there. Last year, that may have been a 3.
If you're Wolford, good shot there, but you want to be conscious of exactly where you are. I mean, a couple inches farther back, and that's a three-pointer.
Hard off the basket, and McElhaney came down with it. Phelps trailing behind the play, the corner three-pointer, bottom of the basket.
And if we can see that one again, that's just a great executed fast break where you got somebody dribble driving straight to the basket, one other player, Leah, going right to the corner for a wide open 3.
Phelps found her spot, got open and hit it. Nolan got in deep, she kicked it out, and that three-pointer by Hall is long. Lady Eagles stretching it to 18, trying to get to 20. McElhaney, here's another three-pointer. It's good! Lady Eagles lighting it up from distance in this one, Nathaniel.
And the transition is really helping the Eagles right now, especially with them being able to hit from 3. Sandy coming on strong.
21, the lead, the largest of the ball game for the Lady Eagles. They got off to a slow start, but behind McElhaney's 13, the Lady Eagles offense starting to fire on all cylinders. And now Theory looking to answer. She gets the 3 to go. Phelps left wide open, nice move. The finger roll. No good as Aiken came down with the offensive board. Brewer got hammered. And she'll head to the free throw line. Foul on number 20, Nature Hall, her first of the contest.
Eagles looking relentless, driving to the basket time after time.
Gray out. Gray and Holcomb both sitting. They've done the lion's share of the scoring for the Lady Chargers in this one. Brewer, the first free throw is good. She's got 5 in the contest. Brewer, I'm not even going to say it. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Make it 5 for 5. I almost said a word there. And I did it again.
You had to do it, Noah.
I should have just kept my mouth shut. Brewer missing that one, but the Lady Eagles continue to be up by 19. Nathaniel, I knew that was going to happen. It always does.
You said you weren't going to say it, and then you go and say it. Now it's 4-5.
I don't know what I was thinking right there. Alyssa Brewer, I'm sorry. Rayford got up on her toes right there, but able to maintain it. McElhaney, those long arms paying off. Ball up ahead, the Lady Eagles gonna maintain possession. 19-point lead so far for the Lady Eagles.
Something that's really helped that lead be so great is Sandy and Carissa playing such great defense on Nolan on the inside. She's 0 of 7 now for the game, only 2 points coming off of 2 free throws.
I think that's a great point right there. She had 21 the other night. She had 12 the first game of the year, but so far this Lady Eagles defense, they don't have a lot of size, but they're scrappy down low. McElhaney lucky to not get called for one right there. A Couple bodies going down on that play.
So far, you've only seen the Eagles go into a press 1 or 2 times. Kind of surprising, as that worked so well against Ave Maria.
Nolan looking for her first basket, and she continues the offer from the floor. Aiken tried to get the layup to go, but just misses.
Another nice fast break that's worked so well for us so far this game, just not able to finish that layup.
Wolford picking up Rayford at the top. Good ball movement. Theory threw it up, got her own. Another one, but this time Aiken came down with it. What a game so far by Carissa Aiken. Aiken breaking ankles and getting buckets.
Oh, we got to see that one again. Carissa adding to her career high as she just makes a nice little jab step and then a nice floater to finish it. Nice little jab step right here. Breaks an ankle, a nice finish.
The Chargers searching for offense. Nearly a hook right there, but Nolan picking up the easy 2 inside.
Yeah, it looked like she hooked around Carissa a little bit, but able to finish with her right hand.
19-point lead as we get ready to tick under a minute to go here in the first half. Alvarez to the hoop, some contact, nothing called, and all she can do is laugh. I've heard that called the LeBron James treatment, but Lauren Alvarez hasn't been getting the foul calls early on this season.
Yeah, you mentioned before she wasn't able to get to the line once last game against Ave Maria. Still not so far this game, but
McElhaney has it stripped. Theory kicks the jumper by Brandley, no good, but Theory, another offensive rebound. That foul, though, I believe, going to be on the floor. Foul going on Aiken, her first. It's been all positives so far in this game. I guess they called that in the act of shooting. I thought that one was on the floor. 44-27. 50 seconds to go here in half number 1. Theory at the free throw line. Did she? No, she didn't make that shot, did she?
no, she did not.
I'm a little confused at what just happened there. Alvarez drived and kicked to McElhaney. Travel called this time on Gray as she was trying to get the basket. Nathaniel, they only took 1 free throw there. She would have had to have made that basket.
I'm not sure what I was looking at. I think I was looking at Coach talking to one of his players, but I missed that one as well.
We're going to try to figure this out. Theory fooled all of us. She made that basket and then finished off the and one with the free throw. 4 seconds to go. Southeastern bringing it across. The shot at the buzzer, no good. But a foul called behind the play. It goes on Baker. And that's going to put Gray at the free throw line here at the end of the second quarter. Baker just got caught up right there, and that puts Gray at the free throw line for 3 here late.
Yeah, and that's a tough call. It looked like she was going to take a charge, but she might have been a little late just sliding over there. Right there, you just want to let her chuck that shot up. This is not a very controlled shot.
Gray's got 4. Going to try to get a couple more. The quarter was over.
Looks like they put
0.3 seconds
That's
on
what
the
they were
clock.
calling. I thought I heard the buzzer going off as she released it.
Gray with the free throw. She's got 5 here in the early going. She can hit these next 2 that get Southeastern missing that one, though. Lady Eagles have led by as many as 21 in this second quarter. Gray, 2 of 3. And we'll see if the Lady Eagles can get one last play. Baker just dribbles it out. Nathaniel Strong showing from this Lady Eagles team in the first half. They lead by 14.
Yeah, we mentioned they started slow. Bench came in, gave them some energy, and then they kind of slowed down there in the mid to late second quarter. And I think that may have to do just a little bit with only playing 7 players. We only see two players coming off the bench, and Jenna and Carissa, and those players have played great. They just look to get a little tired there in the middle of that second quarter.
Lady Eagles were down by 5 early on, and then the sharpshooter, number 2, Sandra McElhaney, catching fire. A big performance from her in the first half.
Great to see her starting off strong. Let's see if she can continue going into the second half. But again, it's so good to see her kind of picking up from last year, the year before, where she played so great.
44-30, we're at the break here in the Nest. We'll be back to break down what you saw in just a few moments.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
My name is Ben Randolph. I'm a certified registered nurse anesthetist, and I'm an alumnus from PCC. I provide anesthesia for a variety of surgical procedures throughout the day, mainly in the operating room. So anything from orthopedic surgery all the way to neurosurgery and anything in between. I love anesthesia. It's a challenging field, but it's something that I really, really enjoy. When you're dealing with people's lives, there are times when it gets nerve-wracking, but you kind of have to revert to your training. The level of instruction that I got at PCC was really unrivaled. Personally, I felt very prepared to go into whatever type of nursing that I chose. So getting out of college, going straight into a critical care unit, I felt very well prepared in that regard, and I think that was a real testament to the nursing program in particular, and as well as the instructors. And I think all of my instructors really had high standards for the students. It wasn't a program where you could just skate through. It was a program that challenged me personally. Of course, their nursing program it's a nationally ranked program. I was able to get into anesthesia school within a year, which was fairly rare to get into anesthesia school with just a year of critical care training. I thought that was a good testament to the college and to my training at because I felt like I was so prepared to go into that critical care environment that I was, very comfortable, and I was able to demonstrate those skills in a high level setting. And I wanted a college also that you can go there in a great environment to grow spiritually and a great environment to learn. So I chose PCC for that reason.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to influence your world for Christ. This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
Working as a physical therapist, it is a ministry all its own to just build a relationship with the people. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to help people get better.
I want to go to law school, get into a cybersecurity program. That way I can incorporate both programming and law, protecting companies from cybercrime.
I love being around people, and I love learning about people. I knew that with nursing, it wasn't just about helping people physically, like it was helping them spiritually too. That's what's important in life.
As I began to pray more, God, I have a huge decision to make. Where am I going to go to school? I only have one life. What do you want me to do with it? And he began to show me that what I enjoy doing can be used for his honor and for his glory. God led me to Pensacola Christian College to pursue my passion for finance through a biblical perspective.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but I know I need to go for nursing. So I'm gonna go and I'll have to study really hard, and I just didn't really look forward to it. But now, like on my third year, learning is so much fun. And I didn't feel like that freshman year.
I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I remember I used to struggle with that. And then maybe a freshman looks at what I'm doing and they're like, what are you even looking at? I'm like, this is easy stuff.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Last summer, I did an internship in Germany in a genetics lab, and I was able to use the techniques and tools I had learned in the labs here over there, and it made so much more sense because I already knew what I was doing and why I was doing it.
I think teaching is communicating facts, but I think the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it, and also know how to use it.
Teaching isn't about me, it's about where God is taking each individual student down the road.
We have great faculty, and they honestly inspire me. Seeing all of these faculty members who have doctorates, you can definitely see what they've learned reflected through what they teach.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. I've had teachers other places, and they'll say that, but if you go up to them, they don't really want to give you the time or try to respond. And here, it's just totally different. You can just have a really good teacher-student relationship.
The faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. That philosophy will always work.
Sometimes they'll ask us, what verse do you think would apply to this? How a verse would relate to a situation.
Biblical worldview is seeing all of my life through what God has shown us in Scripture.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC in the first place, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
My goal is to be in the will of God. It helps so much to know that my teacher has that same goal.
Everything that I see here is Christ-centered. Their main purpose is, we want you to see more of Jesus Christ. That is what I see in PCC.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ. I hope that I can just have a little part of molding and shaping them like the Lord Jesus Christ.
They want students to come out of PCC and to make an influence and an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
As president of PCC, I want you to know that we're committed to providing an excellent liberal arts education that's built upon the foundation and truths of God's Word. We won't compromise on biblical principles, and our purpose is to equip you for whatever it is God's called you to do. Make the most of this opportunity in life and choose the college that best prepares you for that calling. PCC has so much to offer. We're located just minutes from the beautiful sugar white sands and emerald waters of Pensacola Beach. We're known for providing the best education value among accredited Christian colleges. And we have great facilities and activities that'll provide memorable experience to your college life. So as you think to the future and think about choosing a college, don't just choose a college because of its location, near home or by the beach. Don't just choose a Christian college because it's affordable like PCC is. And don't just choose a college because your friends go there and it looks like a fun place to attend. Choose a Christian college because God called you there. Because that place will empower you to influence the world for Christ in whatever God's called you to do.
Back here inside the nest as we get ready for half number 2 here in the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. Nathaniel Strong showing for the Lady Eagles in the first half, spearheaded by the play of Sandra McElhaney.
Yeah, it was good to see. I mean, we've said it over and over again. Sandy coming on strong early, which is really good to see. The Eagles as a whole, shooting, they put up a lot of shots, not shooting exactly great, shooting 43%, but that's a lot better than what the Chargers have been shooting at only 26% for the first half.
Nathaniel, it looks like Amber Porter may be sneaking in on our camera shot right here, right behind us. She's got the snake eye on us. Lady Eagles in that first half, though, you mentioned it right as we went into the break. They looked a little bit winded at the end of that after only playing with 7 players. You see Amber Porter coming back on the court. They looked a bit winded in that one. Talk to me a little bit about how they can, maybe get some other players involved here in the second half.
Well, I think if they start that second half off strong to maybe build their lead a little bit, Coach will be really comfortable getting some players in. We've seen Holland Geisler come in strong, or at least play some meaningful minutes in the past couple of games. Maybe get Kinsey in for a couple minutes, but I think mainly, if you see the Eagles start strong, Coach will be comfortable getting those players in.
And for Southeastern, you trail by 14. You were up by 5 early on in that contest, really hanging with the Lady Eagles. How do you get yourself back in this game if you're the Lady Chargers and head coach Darnell Gibson?
I think you're going to want – now, Nolan hasn't had the greatest game so far, but I think they kind of went away from getting her the ball. Maybe it's because she wasn't feeling it, but if you're Nolan, you got to look to get your team back in. She's been their main focus this entire season, so you got to get it to her. They are really missing number 2, Desiree Moore, coming off the bench. Last season, she averaged 20 points a game, so that's a lot of points right there that you're missing. You also see some foul trouble for some of their players. But, yeah, I think you're going to want to get it inside, maybe get a couple buckets from Nolan.
Brewer and Wolford both with 2 fouls for the Lady Eagles. So not a lot of foul trouble on the Lady Eagles side. It really just comes down to a war of attrition right now with really only those 7 players that head coach Jared Sellers feels extremely comfortable with playing.
Yeah, and like I just said, if you get a little bit of a lead, hopefully he'll feel comfortable getting them in. And I think Sandy's going to want to get off to a strong start just like she did in the first quarter.
McElhaney leading all scorers with 13 as we get ready for half number 2. It's the same 5 starters out on the court. For the Lady Eagles, I think the one interesting thing will be, does Brianna Holcomb start out this second half? 3 fouls in the first half for the visitors. Does she start? It looks like she might be in the lineup right there as you see her in the center of that grouping over near the southeastern bench.
And I think trailing by 14, you're going to want to go with the best players you can go with to at least start off this second half well. This half, we're also going to be looking for Lauren Alvarez to get off to a better, at least a good start. She only went 3 of 13 from the field. And still, as you mentioned, 0 for 0 from the free throw line. Maybe she can get to the free throw line as she normally does throughout games. Nice start there by number 4, Diamond Rayford, as she gets herself a layup.
Rayford now with 6 in the contest. Here's McElhaney, and she gets called for the walk. Must have shuffled the feet just a bit.
I guess she did. I guess that's what the ref was looking at. Looked like she wasn't really close to that shot anyway, but let's see if the Eagles can get a stop here.
Gray driving in on Alvarez. Great job by Alvarez, keeping her hands up right there.
This entire game, Alvarez has played great defense, staying in front of her man.
Baker. She played some flag football back in high school. A great pass there from the quarterback.
Yeah, I've seen her throw the football a couple times. Looks like she's got a nice tight spiral to it.
She got a better arm than you?
That's a tough one. I don't know if I'd be able to say that, even though she does have a good arm.
Brewer at the free throw line. Brewer hits the first. Alyssa Brewer with 6 points here in the contest for the Lady Eagles. If it hadn't been for me jinxing it in the first half, Brewer would still be perfect from the free throw line. Really messed that one up big time earlier. 7 for 8 now. Rayford got to the hoop. Nolan, good play. She was silent in the first half, only 4 points, but a good job there by Nolan to get herself into the action here in half number 2.
Yeah, like you said, get herself into the action. I think something, since she hasn't really been feeling it, get herself some offensive rebound. Get some hustle going on. She may start feeling a little bit more confident.
Cardrina Nolan, she's a big-time player. She's played in some winning basketball. She led her team back in high school her senior year. They got to the state final over in Arkansas, losing that game. But that team went 27-4 that year, and she was a big part of it. Brewer nearly walks, now gives it to Phelps, who lays it up. Leah Phelps with 9 here in the contest. Lady Eagles back up by 14.
And Phelps has had a quiet, great game. She's really filled out the stat sheet, and she got herself 9 points now, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals as well.
Kickball there as the shot clock resets to 20. 8:28 to go here in quarter number 3. The Lady Eagles, they've led by as many as 21. They find themselves leading by 14 here early on in half number 2. Brandley throws one up, give her 4. After she makes it a 12-point game.
Chargers look like the offense is coming a little bit easier to them this half.
McElhaney put her head down, but not able to finish that left-handed layup. That's been her calling card throughout her career. She gets to that left hand and she's deadly. Fury working inside, Baker strips it. 2 Lady Eagles ahead of the pack. Shovel pass back to McElhaney, and those two not on the same side, not on the same page. I was trying to say side of the page.
Yeah, that's a tough play. It looked like Hope was going to go all the way to the basket, so I think that's what Sandy was thinking as well. And then a turnaround there from Hope, and Sandy wasn't able to hold that.
Gray lets it roll across midcourt. Southeastern a chance to get it back within 10. Some tight on-ball defense, and Phelps going to get called for the foul.
Tacky foul there by Phelps. No need to get it all the way up there.
Just the first foul on the Lady Eagles point guard Leah Phelps. A sidelines inbound play with Holcomb to send it in, looking for Gray. Nearly went into the backcourt. Alvarez giving Gray a little bit of space. You've seen her drive a lot in this contest. Nolan going to work. Dishes it off, but Brandley not able to finish the jump shot. Here's Brewer back to Phelps. Foul called, and if it's on Holcomb, that would be her fourth. Lucky for Southeastern, the foul going on Gray.
And you've seen about 4 or 5 times just this quarter. You see Nolan for the Chargers coming up, trying to set a pick and roll, but the Eagles have done pretty well containing her.
Timeout on the court. Head coach Jared Sellers not liking what he's seeing in Nathaniel so far. The defense has kind of been a bit lacking here in the second half, and that's allowed Southeastern to get back into this one, and head coach Jared Sellers pulling out the clipboard. He's got to draw it up.
Yeah, who knows? He may end up going back to that zone, which worked so well against Ave Maria in that last game. But overall, just the offense is just coming a little bit more naturally for the Chargers as they're able to drive and finish some of their floaters.
Holcomb has been great for this team. She's been in foul trouble throughout, but she's got 7 in the contest. They could really use someone like her, actually make it 8. She had a three-pointer earlier. They could use her to maybe find a little bit more offense here late.
And if Coach does go to that zone, look for him to keep an eye on her, but especially Nolan inside.
McElhaney to inbound it from just under the basket. Alvarez, the three-pointer, hits it. Lauren Alvarez with 9.
That's really nice for the Eagles, especially capitalizing on that lack of defense, just leaving Lauren wide open for the 3, and she'll take it for sure.
That's got to be one of your favorite things as a head coach. You draw up the play, it works to perfection, you get the bucket. Instant gratification right there, but Nolan going to work, finishing the layup. She's got 8, looking to make it 9 if she can get 3 the old-fashioned way.
And Tamisha Gray has done a great job all game driving in there. Nice floater to pass it to Nolan. Nolan hoping that this will get her going.
Nolan, as we mentioned earlier, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Little hitch right there, and that may have thrown her off as she missed that one.
Looked like it threw a couple players off too as they look to jump in for that rebound quick.
Baker drives hard, draws the foul. A great job there by Baker to notice the open real estate, take it hard, draw the contact, head to the free throw line.
And I think that goes back to Coach emphasizing how much the Chargers get into foul trouble. And so Hope not settling there for a jumper, but driving in, creating contact, and then trying to throw up a shot.
We're nearly midway through the third quarter. If you're tuning in tonight, want to say thank you for tuning in. Love doing these games. I got a great partner out here tonight, Nathaniel Penley, a former Eagles basketball player, providing the color. Hope Baker hitting the first free throw. She's got 3 points in the contest. Baker this year, second on the team, in minutes played. Only 1 game so far this year after that Faulkner game in exhibition. But Baker played a lot in that game against Ave Maria, that victory last week.
And Baker's a player that Coach really likes. Defensively, she's great, keeps her hands active, and then she's smart on offense, really creating shots for her teammates.
Out of bounds off the Lady Eagles, it'll stay. Nathaniel, a couple moments ago, you mentioned Gray, Tamisha Gray. She had a double-double the other day against Trinity, and man, she's been all over this game, this court for Southeastern early on. Now she takes the 3. Missed it. He was looking for the foul call. Brewer ahead of the pack. Smart there by the freshman to pull it back. It leads to a 3-pointer by McElhaney. No good, but Alvarez, the rebound, the finish. Alvarez, as we've grown accustomed to seeing, grabbing offensive boards and going right at the hoop.
Yeah, you mentioned a really smart play there by Brewer, not seeing anything on the transition offense, pulling it out. Ended up with Sandy having a wide open shot, not able to hit that, but Lauren again on the offensive rebound and putting it right back up.
Brewer now pushing the pace. Phelps got inside. Alvarez gets called.
Alvarez having trouble understanding that call as she's trying to call for a Euro as it looked like a good Euro.
One too many steps must have been. 55-38, Lady Eagles back up by 17. They've led by as many as 21 in that second quarter. And if that was a travel on this end, it was definitely one over there. Here's Phelps now off the glass.
We'll take the transition bucket though. Nice outlet pass and nice finish by Phelps.
Phelps, she finished with 14 against Ave Maria. She's got 11. Lady Eagles with 3 players, Alvarez, Phelps, and McElhaney in double digits, all led by McElhaney with 13. A turnover now. Phelps trying to tie McElhaney. The layup is good. She's got 13.
Again, the transition now really helping the Eagles as the Chargers are just looking very tired right now.
The high water mark at Ben 21. That layup right there makes it 21. And the Lady Eagles, after that timeout, really starting to stretch it. And Nathaniel, you mentioned a moment ago, it's been the transition offense that's led to some easy opportunities for the Lady Eagles. We'll see the last one here. Brewer got ahead of the pack, threw it up to Phelps, who lays it in for an easy layup. Lady Eagles up by 21. Timeout on the court. We'll take a break. (59-38), Nathaniel, that layup making it 21, the high water mark for the Lady Eagles in this one. Couple of subs out of the timeout, Wolford and Aiken in. Aiken sitting on a career high 7 points in the contest.
Coach looking for his subs to pick up just like they did. Pick up right where they left off in the first half, defensively as well as offensively.
Rayford, though, just blowing by Jenna Wolford right there. She makes the layup, and she's got 9. Aiken, the long two-pointer off the backboard, and no good. Fury working on Wolford. They get on the ground. Here's Gray from the corner. Misses it, but Nolan coming away with the rebound. Gray's teardrop shot missing. Alvarez ahead of steam, but has that one taken away.
Eagles just out of sorts right now, out of that timeout, as Carissa and Jenna haven't really done much, and then Lauren with the turnover.
Phelps and McElhaney leading the way, 13 apiece.
Big man basketball there by 21 Nolan. Carissa can't let her catch it that low. That's her bread and butter down low. And Carissa's got to get around as she knows she has help weak side.
Phelps cuts through as the Lady Eagles look to create some movement. Wolford tried to get that layup after a threaded pass there by Alvarez, but had it blocked. Travel call as the pivot foot of Rayford just slid right there. Got going a little fast, and that pivot foot just slides. And that'll get Elise Coffin into the contest, as well as Hope Baker, Brewer, and Alvarez both out.
Coach really taking charge here, calling out some plays in the offense as the offense has gotten a little stagnant.
McElhaney having trouble hanging on to it. Baker to the hoop. There's got to be a call there. There's some obvious contact on that drive.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact, not necessarily on her hands, but a lot on the body. That's a good drive by Baker as she was moving good off the ball, got some momentum, and then no call down low.
A 17-point lead by the Lady Eagles. Gray spinning. McElhaney, it looked like it was a clean block, but she gets called for the foul. McElhaney, her second foul of the contest. I noticed, though, up on the scoreboard there a second ago, Holcomb, a couple moments ago, picking up foul number 4. She subs out. She's been leading the way on offense. She got off to a hot start, but has gotten in some foul trouble. Avery Cotton about to check back in for the Chargers. Gray at the free throw line. Hits it. Macy. Gray battling. And I came up with the basketball.
Great call there, Noah, as the Chargers take over.
Getting myself involved in the action tonight.
Calling for the players as well as for yourself.
I don't got as good a hands.
You had that good pass, though. That was a nice one-handed pass.
I mean, what can I say? Sometimes when you got it, you got to flaunt it. Here's Hall now from distance. Missed it. Foul called inside. It looks like it's going to go on Nolan.
I think something that's been lacking for the Eagles as of late is the transition. You see Coach really trying to take charge, calling out some offensive sets, but I think that comes because the Eagles haven't been getting in transition, getting those buckets that they normally do.
15 foul on the visitors, and that's going to put Aiken at the free throw line. She's sitting on a career-high 7 points in this one. Aiken on the season, 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
All 7 of those points coming in the first half as she still is looking to get going here in the second.
Nathaniel, you mentioned the passing game a couple moments ago for me.
Right.
It's all those years of being a manager for head coach Mark Getch on the basketball team. You know, I did a lot of rebounding for guys like Joel Thomas, the Dylan Cranes of the world. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, those guys like good, hard passes.
I mean, you got to find the right spot, get it right into that shooting pocket for those shooters as they're really expecting a lot out of those managers.
No, I mean, if you can get it right in that pocket, it makes the shot so much better. Great move there by Nolan as she finishes. She's got 12 as she leads the way. Baker split the defenders, has it stripped. And Aiken right there, she picked up the loose ball, but maybe just thinking a little bit too quickly right there, and that led to the turnover. Coffin out to close out. Rayford was looking for the foul call there, but it's out of bounds.
It looks like the refs are letting both sides of the court play a little bit here as Baker, nice job sliding her feet. And Rayford might have just lost her footing, might have gotten some body, but either way, Eagles ball.
Aiken and Coffin both out as head coach Jared Sellers goes back with Alvarez and Brewer. McElhaney. What a move right there. She got to that left hand off the pass by Brewer and just finished it.
There it is, that patented left hand, as she's really smooth with being able to get it up with her left hand.
Nolan spinning inside, the hoop and the harm.
Nolan on the opposite side, not known for her right hand on the other end, as she normally goes with her left, but a nice job banking it in with her right.
McElhaney with 15 to lead all scorers, but Cardrina Nolan really turning it on here in the second half. She's got 14, trying to tie McElhaney for the lead in this contest. Nolan, we mentioned, a transfer from Collin County Community College after her sophomore year. This, her junior year, has been great early on for Southeastern, but misses that free throw. Lady Eagles lead by 13. Here's the give to Brewer in the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and Alyssa Brewer knocks it down. Lady Eagles up by 16.
Let's see that transition shot again, as that's been something that I mentioned that the Eagles have been missing. We're not going to be able to see it, but three, here it is. Wide open three created by transition as Brewer steps in and knocks it down.
Great job there, though, by Brewer to kind of trail behind the play and set herself up, put herself in a good position. She worked right into that one and then was able to get the easy shot off.
Yeah, that's something that a coach is really going to like as a freshman coming in, knowing exactly where to be on the fast break. And now a turnover created by the Eagles by double teaming Nolan as she has gotten it going in the second half.
16-point lead here, 23.2 left on the scoreboard here in quarter number 3.
Now you see a full court press here by the Chargers as Eagles easily break it.
Baker gets called for the charge.
Coach not too happy about that charge, maybe thinking she was moving a little bit, but
foul on Baker, if my counting is correct, her second, and it is. Nathaniel, one of the things that the Lady Eagles have done a good job, not as deep of a bench this year, so the starters have to be smart. Alvarez and others haven't gotten in a lot of foul trouble in this one, and that's been big for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, it's been something that coach has been emphasizing all season long so far, is being able to stay out of foul trouble. As more good defense by Lauren, not picking up a foul, keeping her hands up, sliding her feet quick.
And that's something we've seen Lauren Alvarez struggle a little bit in her career here. She tends to pick up some ticky-tack fouls, and then that removes her from the contest, and so then some of the momentum that she has gets lost because she exits. Coast to coast, Brewer was looking for one at the buzzer, but that'll do it here in quarter number 3. The Lady Eagles led by 14 at the half. They lead by 16. Nathaniel back and forth third quarter right there, but the Lady Eagles continuing to maintain their lead here as we head to the fourth.
Yeah, both teams got slow on the offensive end, not really being able to create much. Something towards the end of that quarter is the transition that picked up for the Eagles.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action about to start. Lady Eagles lead this one by 16. They're hunting win number 2 on the season. .16-point lead here in the nest for the Lady Eagles as we get set for quarter number 4. Nathaniel, first conference game of the season, and so far the Lady Eagles have looked good in this ball game. They got up to as many as a 21-point lead in the contest. Southeastern been keeping it close. Here's Wolford to the cup. Finishes it off the glass. Jenna Wolford now with a career-high 6 points after that made layup.
And coach pumping his fist over here on the bench. So excited to see his freshman coming in strong.
McElhaney continuing to lead all scorers with 15. It's Nolan, though, on the other end with 14 for Southeastern, keeping it close. Wolford had it stripped, and Rayford coming up with the layup. She's got 11. Alvarez, coast to coast. Nathaniel, we've been waiting to see Alvarez go to the free throw line all season, and right here she's going to do it after picking up the foul call.
Yeah, we mentioned it several times, and finally, she's a player that's going to put her head down, drive, look for contact, and finally she's rewarded for doing that.
Alvarez making her first free throw of the season. It's back-to-back, and Alvarez now with 13. Nathaniel, 10 rebounds for Alvarez, making another double-double, her second consecutive one to start the season after having a ton last year. She had 18 in last season, 2 already to start this year as she kicks off her junior campaign.
And you can expect that from her almost every game, like you said. And you're really going to need it more this year than Coach has in the past couple of years, as we don't have as much height.
She needs just 2 more points to match her stat line from the first game of the year. She had 15 and 10. Alvarez kicks it to Phelps. Baker. No one called Wolf. Cross court heave. Wolford knocks it down, and the Lady Eagles get over 70 on the three-pointer by Jenna Wolford. She's got 9.
What a start in the What a start for her in the fourth quarter. She makes a nice move to get to the bucket, to get a nice right-handed layup, and then there finds a wide open spot to find a 3.
Gray now working on Alvarez. Some more good defense, but better offense right there out of Tamisha Gray as she hits the fadeaway over Alvarez.
I think that's the kind of offense that Gray expects out of herself, and it's looked like she's played very confidently all game.
Nolan tried to slide in there. Phelps almost drew the foul call, but the whistle stayed silent. Southeastern with a sense of urgency, trailing by 19 with 8 to go. Gray got McElhaney up in the air, feeds it inside. Nolan's layup, though, no good. McElhaney, the 17-footer, misses. Phelps, though, with another offensive board. Here's Baker with the corner 3, in and out. Nolan inside. Wolford giving up a couple inches as Nolan picks up a couple offensive rebounds and finishes. Kadrina Nolan now with 16.
I haven't mentioned it yet, but out of that timeout, the Eagles, it looks like they dropped into a 1-2-2 zone or a 3-2 with that top middle person dropping all the way back. Nolan finally able to get a bucket as a shot missed by Alvarez, but Nolan finally able to get a bucket. Because of that transition, they were able to get it there inside and with that mismatch on Jenna.
If you're Southeastern, you need to find some offense in a hurry. Here's Theory pulling from distance. Off the backboard as she picks up the hard three-pointer. Theory with 9 in the contest. Lady Eagles slowing down the pace after Southeastern got back within 14. Getting into the half-court set. Wolford turns the corner. She was open.
Wolford looked a little surprised that she was so wide open. It was a nice screen. She just got to be ready to shoot that right away off of that screen.
Wolford tried to draw the charge. The three-pointer, though, from the corner by Branley misses. Nice pass there by Baker. Alvarez. She got the rebound, though, but got called for the offensive foul, maybe lowering that shoulder just a bit.
Yeah, again, I mean, she did lower her shoulder, but again, coach is looking surprised on another foul call against her. You see another starter coming back in, Brewer, and some new minutes for Amber, as you saw her face behind us a couple minutes ago, or several minutes ago.
She hadn't quite entered the ball game. She entered our stream a little while ago during that halftime. Cotton nearly walking. Gray, she's been all over the court, that time with the circus shot, but it just missed.
And recently, the Eagles have been having trouble getting a defensive rebound. The Chargers have created several second chance points because of these rebounds, and I think that's one of the reasons that coach has put Amber Porter in. She's one of those stronger players, good at rebounding.
Baker gonna bring it across half court, her team leading by 14. Foul call there on the hip check. Foul that time on Diamond Rayford, her second of the contest. Actually, her third after that foul. McElhaney left open. That one was from way downtown, but it just missed.
Coach got her a wide open three, wasn't able to capitalize on it.
Gray put her head down but missed the layup. Porter hits it, assist there by Brewer. The Lady Eagles run the transition offense to perfection right there.
And we're going to keep saying it over and over again. This entire season, the transition is what's going to help the Eagles the most on offense.
Turn it into a track meet here late in the fourth quarter. Fury on the other end, she's got 11. 4 scores in double digits for Southeastern. Kadrina Nolan leading all scorers with 16 in the ball game. Brewer left open, the hoop and the harm. Alyssa Brewer turned that corner. Let's see it again. She was left wide open and got hit and going to the throw line. We'll see it again right here.
What a smart play. Doing something different than what is normal in our half-court offense. That's what coach has been really wanting out of our players. And it's kind of surprising seeing it from a freshman, but it's also good seeing it from a freshman, knowing to do something a little bit different that's not normal.
We saw something like that in the men's game the other day, where that player for Ave Maria, he would kind of act like he was going to pass it and then keep it. Brewer does it right there, and she finishes off the three-point play. She's got 13, her career high 14. We'll see if she can get over that threshold here late. Foul called. This time on Brewer, her third.
Coming in for your Eagles, number 3, Holland Geisler.
Nathaniel, a chance for me to redeem myself right here as Holland Geisler comes into the ball game. I hate messing up names, and I got a text from her dad after the game the other day. I kept calling her Gisler. I think I got it right this time. He said Geisler rhymes with Chrysler, so hopefully it worked out good.
Yeah, I think that Chrysler is really going to help you out. And I know you really like to get things right. You want to be very professional in everything that you do for this commentating. And I know that one of those getting names wrong is just one of those things that
it stings.
Just, yeah.
Free throw misses. Alvarez chasing it down. Geisler nearly had it stripped. That one came right at me.
Geisler fresh off the bench, just getting used to how fast this game is playing. She's still a freshman, obviously, and she's just got to get into the flow of this game.
Geisler, she had 2 points, 2 rebounds in 9 minutes the other day against Ave Maria. Brewer puts her head down. Gave it to Phelps off the bottom of the rim. Alvarez, a clear foul call right there. Alvarez hunting yet another offensive board.
Yeah, another, and the last one that she got, she was able to pull down and then cause an offensive foul right away. This time able to get a defensive foul. She's able to get to the free throw line again.
Five fouls on Diamond Rayford as she exits the contest. Nolan coming back in now. Alvarez at the free throw line. 2 shots from the junior. Hits the first. Hadn't shot a free throw yet this season. 3 for her last 3 is Alvarez, and now she has 14. Trailing just Sandy McElhaney, now tying her with 15. Those two, the dynamic duo, as I like to say, for the Lady Eagles, McElhaney and Alvarez. Both of them are going to score over 1,000 points by the time they're done. And those two might be the ones who finally lead the Lady Eagles to the promised land, a national title, if they can get back there this year.
And we know that's the goal. An unfortunate ending to last year's national title run as COVID ended it quick, or early. Another nice dribble drive there by Leah. She's had a nice game so far.
Nathaniel, I felt like last year the Lady Eagles' best chance. They had a ton of depth on last year's team. They got to the national tournament. They beat Emmaus in that first game, but then the tournament called off due to the pandemic that was really just starting to kind of get started at that point. a disappointing ending to last season, because this team honestly felt like they had a chance. They were going to play Arlington Baptist that next game, kind of an arch rival, a team that they haven't been able to get past. They played in the national title the year before, so they had a chance, and they really wanted to see them again, but just not able to get to play them. So we'll see what they're able to do this year.
And that leaves an empty feeling in each one of those players, and hopefully they can use that to help drive them to win this national title this year. Nice defense there by Brewer. She read the passing lane.
What
nice
a
pass, too.
Geisler got the offensive board. Some more substitutions about to enter. It's Kinsey Tyndall, Baker, and Cawthon about to come in.
And that's what you've seen so far out of Geisler so far this year, is knowing where to be, especially in transition as a big run in the floor, getting some offensive rebounds and being ready for a pass right in the middle of the lane.
Phelps, we thought she was going to get to her career high last game. She sits just one off of it. Alvarez has continued to just punish the Chargers defense inside that lane.
Looks like she tried to pull that same move that Brewer made a couple minutes ago, as she's able to get to the lane again.
And for your Eagles, number 10, Kinsey Tyndall. Also coming in for Eagles, number 4, Elise Cawthon.
Kinsey Tyndall in, Phelps out, Brewer out. I'm sure Alvarez will come out after this free throw. Baker signaling she's coming in for the shooter. Alvarez now with 16. Nathaniel, she may be pushing 15 rebounds too. A great game from Alvarez in this one. Continues, she's 6 for 6 from the free throw line here towards the end of this game, and she exits. Lady Eagles back up by 20.
And it's great to know that she's going to be money from the line, as she hasn't been able to get there before this game. Now that she's gotten there, getting 6 shots up from there and hitting every single one of them.
Gray fed it inside, active hands by Kristen Menser, who just came in. Foul called behind the play. There wasn't much Tyndall could do right there after she went down. Gray just tripping over her.
Kinsey looking to get out quick in that transition, as she likes to set up her teammates, but looked like she was going a little too fast as she turned it over there.
Tyndall played 2 minutes in that exhibition against Faulkner last week, getting her first action as a Lady Eagle here during the regular season. Same with Menser. Cawthon gets the steal, and Tyndall running the break. Gives it to Menser, back to Tyndall. The give and go. Bodies all over the floor for the Lady Eagles. Tyndall, she's under 5'4", but she's scrappy. Jump ball. Lady Chargers gonna get it.
And it's great to see some of these freshmen, Kristen as well as Kinsey, getting on the floor, getting ready to go. Looks like that's something you want to see out of coach. If you're not going to be one of those big-time role players coming in off the bench, just ready to go, get the ball.
(84-64) as we tick under 2.5 to go. Lady Eagles, they trailed early on in this contest, but it's been all Lady Eagles here over the last 2.5 quarters. Thrown off hard off the basket. Gray fouled. That foul on Menser, her first.
Going in for your Eagles, number 11, Anna Coop.
Menser also playing 2 minutes in that exhibition game, now picking up the foul right there as she gets into the scorebook for the first time as a Lady Eagle. Hannah Coop coming in as well. Head coach Jared Sellers calling off the Dogs here late. The Lady Eagles lead this one by 19. Gray hit the free throw, she's got 11. Missed the second. Tyndall looked like a wide receiver there with that basket type catch as she was heading towards the sideline. I think she might have gotten both feet inbounds.
Yeah, that was actually a talented catch. Over the shoulder, being able to corral it in.
Fed inside, Menser to Cawthon. And Elise Cawthon picks up the hard-fought 2. Lady Eagles stretch it to 21. They're tied for their largest lead in the contest. Could have been a travel call, but instead a jump ball. Lady Eagles going to take over, and that'll bring in Kayla Young. Young in for Tyndall. Young, she played in 11 games last year as a freshman, getting her first action late in this game. Menser grabs it, drives to the hoop. Tried to use the right hand. Nathaniel, you gotta love these types of minutes. Players who don't get to play a lot into the ball game, and you're seeing a lot of hustle from the Lady Eagles bench right now.
Yeah, they're trying to prove that they belong out there, and if they're not the best skill-wise, they're gonna give coach their hustle.
86-65. One last player on the bench. It's Michaela Worship. Nathaniel, you guys went to the same high school.
We did.
Coming in for your
And surprisingly enough, Michaela Worship happens to be my sister's best friend. We spent a lot of time growing up. We went to the same high school. She spends a lot of time at our house just because she is friends with my sister. So it's great to see her make the team down here and then get some minutes here.
Walk called. Worship, one of those players. She put in a lot of work this past offseason, had a goal of making this Lady Eagles team. The work paying off as she enters for the first time as a Lady Eagle wearing the number 44 on the court.
And right away causing a turnover on the defensive end. She's never played organized basketball, so it's nice to see her get going here.
Was looking for her first bucket, but that one off the front iron. Some good movement there, though, by Worship. She got open in the lane, but that shot just a little short.
And a lot of times, seeing freshmen come and play, they're not really aggressive. They might look scared a little bit right there. She looked nice and confident putting up that floater.
Holcomb. It looked like it was going to be a promising game for Brianna Holcomb, the sophomore guard, but she picked up those 4 fouls, Nathaniel, and really what was a great start for her. She had 8. She's gone silent, having to be on the bench for most of this game due to foul trouble.
Yeah, that really hurts the Chargers as a whole, as she is going to be one of their leading scorers. Having to go to the bench is really going to cause her to become cold, not really feel the game throughout.
Lady Eagles 2-0 all-time versus Southeastern Baptist College. They're going to move to 3-0 in just under a minute. Free throw missing there by Holcomb. Quarter left open. Gives it to Worship, who throws it up, hits the basket. Michaela Worship, welcome to the scorebook.
Great to see Worship not get discouraged by that last shot. Looked like the exact same drive, dribbling in with her left. Nice little touch for the floater.
Lady Eagles up by 22, their high water mark in this contest. Just 40 seconds left to go. Lady Eagles going to move to 2-0 and 1-0 in South Region play in the early going this season. Foul called. This one on Theory, and that'll put Worship at the free throw line. 2 points on that layup a moment ago. Looking to get more here from the charity stripe.
And Coach has mentioned before and several times to me that he's really excited about Worship's potential. Like I mentioned before, she's never played organized basketball, so she's really got to get used to a lot of the team defense, communicating with some players, as well as just knowing where to be on the offensive end. And that'll come, and that's Coach really likes the skill that she has. She's just got to translate it into some college basketball type.
Good defense there. That three-pointer, though, by Brandley misses. Menser, not how she thought she was going to get it to Young, but it worked. Worship left open inside. She's fouled. More free throws coming from Michaela Worship. That foul going on Brandley. Worship missing that free throw. Oh for 4 from the free throw line is Michaela Worship late in this one. Lady Eagles continue to lead by 22. The final buzzer sounds, but the layup goes in just before it. Nathaniel, an 18-point victory here at home. Second game of the year. Lady Eagles looked really good in this contest. They trailed early on, but the offense got it going behind McElhaney, Alvarez finishing it off. The Lady Eagles looking extremely good in this contest.
Yeah, and we mentioned it at some point. I think it was in the second quarter. As you see a replay here, nice dribble drive again by Worship, able to finish that floater. But in the second quarter, things got a little slow, a little stagnant. I think that has something to do with the lack of depth that we have this year compared to years in the past. So that's something that the Eagles are going to have to work out throughout some of their games when they do play some really competitive games that are competitive throughout all 4 quarters.
Brewer with 13, Phelps with 15, Alvarez with 17, McElhaney with 15. The Lady Eagles did a good job at spreading the scoring out, and I think that's going to be something you're going to see a lot from them this year. You've got your best players in McElhaney and Alvarez, but if you can get points from Alyssa Brewer, from Leah Phelps, you're going to be extremely happy for head coach Jared Sellers.
Yeah, those role players, even the ones coming off the bench, are going to be really big, taking a lot of pressure off of those 2 main players that you mentioned.
Lady Eagles move to 2-0 with a victory over Southeastern Baptist College. 1-0 in South Conference play. Want to thank you for tuning in tonight. For Nathaniel, for myself, we say goodnight here from Pensacola. We'll see you again on Saturday.
It's game time.